Bluebirds fly.
Because of the Amazon rainforest's presence in Peru, conservation is one of the biggest issues facing agriculture in this region. However, it is an issue that both the government and farmers are aware of, and both are working to find solutions. According to the Latin American Research Review, even though conservation lands have increased over the past several years, agricultural production has also increased. Even though many sustainable agriculture programs strive to incorporate native practices and indigenous farming knowledge, sometimes these century-old ideas, which worked on a small scale, do not promote conservation and preservation in larger productions. One such method is the slash and burn technique. This is when forest is cut down and burned, which puts nutrients into the soil. The nutrients last for about 3 years, and then the group must move on to other fields. This worked when groups would allow the forest to regrow. However, this does not work today because the people of this region are no longer nomadic and want to farm in one place continuously. Many groups are working to replace this traditional method with something called permaculture. It still uses many indigenous farming techniques but is much more sustainable. One practice of permaculture is the use of circles. Basins are used to collect things like mulch, water, and ashes. These items are added to the circle where a plant, usually a fruit tree, is being grown. These things add nutrients to the soil and allow basic food staples to be grown close to family homes. Another permaculture practice being used in Peru is the contour row cropping system. This type of farming allows crops to be planted in a way that utilizes the natural hilly landscape. This system involves planting crops which will both help control erosion and keep nutrients in the soil. One of the biggest problems facing sustainable agriculture in South Africa is the tension between the concerns of local farmers and the concerns of the government. The government is primarily concerned with biodiversity and conservation. However, local farmers feel that issues like low yields and unemployment are the issues most in need of solutions. These differences are being resolved, though, through an approach called eco-agriculture. Eco-agriculture has 3 basic components which work together: agricultural production, biodiversity conservation, and viable local livelihoods are all addressed by eco-agriculture. One of the reasons eco-agriculture is so successful is because it empowers local farmers, making them the stewards of their own land while still addressing governmental concerns. For example, the government has made some areas that used to be off limits for agriculture because of conservation purposes accessible to farmers under certain conditions. This promotes the continual protection of land as deemed important by the government, while addressing the local concern of unemployment. Another way in which governmental concerns and local concerns are being addressed simultaneously is through the inception of mosaic landscapes. Previously, each farmer would manage their own land in their own way. While one patch of land might be managed extremely sustainably, nearby fields might be poorly managed, which could degrade the surrounding land and thus potentially degrade water or soil quality for the entire area. A mosaic landscape, according to the Journal of Environmental Planning and Management, optimizes the environmental and production functions by managing different landscape units in a complementary way. Not only do mosaic landscapes promote biodiversity, they help farmers by increasing their yields. Finally, eco-agriculture targets non-employment further by providing non-farm jobs. Things like labeling the sustainably grown produce and harvesting naturally grown plants like aloe and medicinal plants provide employment to persons who cannot work directly on a farm. The biggest problem facing the success of sustainable agriculture in India is the lack of education and agricultural information that India's farm workers possess. While male farmers possess few skills, women have even less. The issue of inadequate agricultural expertise is made worse by the fact that, according to the Journal of Agricultural Engineering International, women make up 80% of India's agricultural labor force in the production of rice, the nation's principal crop. This lack of education has had a tremendous impact on farming in India. The primary responsibility of women in agriculture is managing crops post-harvest. Due to their lack of access to vital crop management information, more than 40% of all yields are lost every year post-harvest, according to the CIGR journal. Obviously, this is economically devastating for the people of India. Poor post-harvest management is, however, not the only factor prohibiting India from reaching a state of fully sustainable agriculture. Both male and female laborers lack a knowledge base in regards to most areas related to sustainable agriculture, including, but not limited to, fertilizer use and protecting plants from weather and pests. While the future of sustainable agriculture may sound dismal in India, there is hope. A study was conducted in India regarding education and agriculture by the Pant University of Agriculture and the University of Kassel. Before the classes, farmers showed almost no awareness of many sustainable practices, with females possessing even less knowledge. After these classes, not only did all participants show an increase in understanding of sustainable practices, the gender gap was significantly decreased. Education is clearly the future of sustainable agriculture in India.
To say what's impossible, but they forgot. This world keeps spinning, and with each new day I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away. Say I can't do everything, well I can try. And as I roll along I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Well, it all keeps spinning, spinning round and round and upside down. Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away.